Warhammer 40,000 or Warhammer 40k Darktide is an unacceptable mess, and that is not opinion, that is fact. And I don't care how many people want to try and defend this mess of a game, and I don't care if people are not having any problems. The amount of problems that are in this game is unbelievable. And it got to the point where I had to uninstall the game because I physically, literally cannot actually play the title whatsoever. I jumped into this game, I sat there and installed it. It did release on PC Game Pass. They still haven't actually mentioned a console release whatsoever, as far as I am aware. But I attempted to load this game and it instantly crashed. It didn't even make it to the first cutscene or put me in the queue or whatever. Then I tried loading it again and it was successful. So I managed to get onto the game. I was put in a queue. I was second in this queue and it lasted about 10 minutes, but I eventually got onto the game. From that point, I played the prologue. I completed the entire prologue because that can be done solo. You don't have to be with other players to do that. But even playing there were frame drops. There's stuff that renders in really late and it's horrible to look at. There's problems in the prologue itself. But then you basically get rescued, you get taken to the hub, you start serving the people or whatever. And I don't care how many games this company's made, how bad their previous games have been. This is a new release. You can't say, oh yeah, but every game they've made's been like this. Give them time, they'll fix it. That is bullshit. This is a new game they've worked on for years. They've had multiple delays and they also had a 2-week pre-launch beta so that they could fix some of these issues. They were fully aware of the technical state of this game and they still fucking charge people money for it. Yes, obviously if you're playing through Game Pass you don't have to pay. But if you're playing through Steam, if you got tricked into that pre-release beta, I feel sorry for you because it was literally a trick. Them making Vermintide 2 free to play was to encourage people to play Darktide. Everything they've done is to encourage people to purchase the game or at least buy something so they can make profit, and at the same time, they knew how bad this was. Because when I made it through to the area where you start doing missions or whatever, every single time without fail, I would get errors pop up. The errors would either be 4008 or 4001. It was just error after error. I checked out the store and the game fucking crashed. This game, at least for me, is entirely unplayable. I cannot join a server. It will not let me no matter what I do. And no, this has nothing to do with my PC setup. It's nothing to do with my internet. Everything else works fine. And my Ryzen 7 3700X and my RTX 2070 Super are more than capable of playing this game on medium settings, which is what I was trying to do. But I got 4008, 4001 error codes. I had them non-stop. I physically could not join a match. And I remembered on Twitter a little while ago, they posted this thing. They were telling people to use workarounds or something for some of the issues they were having. I clicked on the link and it's taken me to their forums and they've got a bunch of known issues. When I read these out, if it hasn't discouraged you from playing this game, then you are fucking crazy. The first one, connected devices disconnecting during play. We've informed our hardware partners about an issue where USB connected devices seem to be disconnecting during play. Known issue, missing pre-order Imperial Edition beta Vermintide items, including the soundtrack. We are looking into an issue where some players have not received the pre-order bonus, the Imperial Edition, or the beta items. Known issue, artifacts relating to video quality. We are aware of and looking into an issue in which visual artifacts are displayed depending on video quality. Out of memory, we are continuing to investigate an issue that was reported during the pre-order beta concerning some players observing an out-of-memory error. Known issue, Darktide launcher erroring or not appearing or stuck on launching screens. I mean, the loading screen sometimes can take 4 or 5 minutes in this game. But in the event that you are unable to launch Darktide from Steam or the Microsoft Store, please see if any of the links below can be of help. Another known issue, internal error or error code 2007. Then we have crashing at random due to GPU-related errors. Then we have lost connection, error code 2003. Known issue, failed joining lobby, error code 3001. Known issue, game does not close properly. We are aware of an issue in which Darktide does not close properly. In the meantime, you should be able to work around this by killing Darktide via the task manager. I mean, Alt F4 does work perfectly. Known issue, penance is not awarded after disconnection or crash despite appearing in Steam achievements. They also have a thing in this game where if you are disconnected, you can join back, but even trying to join back fails for a lot of players. Then they have known issue, non-existing channel, error code 2001, known issue, problems with Twitch drops and account connectivity for Twitch drops, known issue, stuck in position in queue number 1. I had it where I was stuck in position 2 for about 10 minutes. Known issue, no rewards or progression. We are aware of and looking into an issue where some players are not receiving rewards or XP and being able to progress as expected. So you can't even fucking progress in this game properly. Known issue, something went wrong in the shader cache builder process, exit code 1. Known issue, failed handshake timeout, error code 4008. We are aware of and looking into the failed handshake timeout, error code 4008 being reported. Then we have known issue, back-end error. We've made substantial improvements since the closed beta test. However, we anticipate a small number of players may continue to experience back-end errors. Known issue, crash on launch with AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. And that is their list of known issues. The majority of them are error codes. Some of them are crashing, the game not closing properly. They have progression fucking blockers. This game should never have been approved for release. Never, ever. They needed to delay this by at least another year. And I don't care for all the excuses, or give them time, they'll fix it, or these have been updated, some of these are fixed. The amount of errors that are here for a full release is unacceptable. Not only have they had years to work on it, they had multiple delays for this game, and they also ran closed betas. They also ran a pre-launch beta for 2 weeks where they were saying, oh, we're taking your feedback on board, we're doing really well. All this bollocks they fed you, and the game doesn't work. I had to uninstall it, and I will not be returning to this game because I physically cannot play until they pull their finger out of their arseholes and fix these issues. And it's not going to be that simple. I said it in my previous video where I spoke about the performance issues. This is not going to be a thing that takes a couple of weeks. They are going to be working on this game for months and months on end, trying to fix all of these issues. But not only that, the known issues list, it pops up with error 4008, but it doesn't show 4001, so that's another error they have to deal with that they are currently unaware of. And there will probably be tons and tons more of those errors that they don't have a clue about at this moment. I don't understand how they have managed to get approval to release this game because it does not fucking work. And I am sick and tired of companies making these shit games with all these technical issues and charging through the roof for them. I don't care if this game's 20 quid or 70 quid. It doesn't matter anyway. They are charging money. The base edition, I think, on Steam is £33. But people should have been able to pick up on the problems when they cancelled the console release. This was supposed to release on the console, and they probably scrapped it because it was way worse than the PC version of the game. Because they said, oh, when the PC version comes out on November 30th, when it's full release, we'll let you know around that sort of time when the console release is going to be. And granted, it's only been a day or two at this point, but they said they should be able to tell us by launch. Not only that, they are charging people money. They have got this game out as a full release, and I saw an article saying that the crafting mechanics is going to get like upgrades and updates and stuff over time. They're going to roll out different parts of the crafting system throughout December. How are you going to release a full release title when your crafting system isn't fully implemented? How are you going to charge people even a fucking penny for this game if there are huge progression blockers not awarding XP and stuff when the game first launches? How have they not run tests? How have they not figured this stuff out? It's not just all these back-end errors and these error codes you can't join, all this shit. There's performance issues in terms of your frames drop. There's so much stuff going on. The rendering is too slow. And it doesn't matter what settings you put it on, you're going to face some problems with this game at least. I'm sick and fucking tired of this. I will not be playing Darktide ever again. I'm not supporting these developers. I'm so glad I waited until it comes to Game Pass. And on that note, we are going to leave that video there. Check out this video if you want to see other content on the channel. I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you stay well away from this game. Thank you for watching.